Okay, ladies, we are going to get started. Me and Tasha met up earlier today to kind of go over the presentation kind of that we do as a company. We're going to do it similar but a little bit different because we always like to do things different. So I'm going to start out with a screen share and I want to welcome everybody. Welcome to the Powerhouse team. We love having you. All right, let's pull this up and let's present. So, part of tonight is just helping you guys get kind of just acclimated to where to go to find things so that you feel empowered to find the information you need. We work amazing as a group to help each other because we all are learning. Some of us, because we're founding members and started a little earlier, we may know a little bit more. But things are constantly improving since we're in the beta phase and changing. So with that, we're all in a learning phase for quite some time. So each of you should have gotten a welcome letter when you joined. Anybody that didn't get a welcome letter when they joined?
Yeah, for sure. Let us know right now so we can help you fix it. Everybody get one thumbs up?
Yep.
Okay, good. Good,
That
good.
has a lot of the linkage that you will need to move forward, back office stuff, all of that. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you the digital onboarding. I'm going to show you where that's at. You should also have the corporate telegram and you'll have information on the Perga trail map. Now, that may sound foreign right this second, but I'm going to show you where to find that because I feel like that's one of the most important things. Because if I know where to go find things, I can go find it most of the time. But here, let me make sure. So I have mine pinned. So pillars is where our back office is at. So I will bring pillars in and I will pull up my back office. Up at the top of the back office, these are some important tabs that you can look at right away because digital onboarding, I'm going to show you. Manage your pro ship and billing. You'll want to go in there. We had a little issue with Janica's that we caught. So we got to make sure your card is in there correctly, your address is in there correctly. So when things run for pro ship, you stay on the system correctly. We have a partner store, which actually has merchandise that is only available to us as partners. And then part of your welcome and digital onboarding, there is what's called Perga deals. And these are actually, it's like a separate kind of account that you can get savings on groceries, on travel, on flight. It's just a benefit of being a part of our company that you get as a partner. So these four up here are your major tabs. Over here on the left-hand side, this is constantly changing. I would highly encourage everybody to log in daily, click around, things move, things change. That will be that way until we launch to customers. So if you have questions on that, let us know. I do just want to fastly open the digital onboarding. This is where you can start off right away. There's a video. And we could walk you on this call through each of these steps, but I really think they've done a great job laying it out so you can understand and know where to go for things. So again, save that email that you got. Now, I will tell you with Telegram, and I'm going to show you where to find those things. Telegram is an app on your phone. So download the app first. If you've never used it before, you're going to want download it first. It looks kind of like a paper airplane on a blue back, and
Mhm.
you're going to want to download it. After you have downloaded it and followed those steps, Then you can go to your welcome email and get connected to the company-wide Telegram. That's where they send out company-wide information. It's just everything coming out. You can't send a message in, it's just outgoing, okay? Now we have a few other ones that I will get you connected to because we have, depending on who your sponsor is, we have a lineage of getting help. So if let's say Paula's your sponsor and Paula doesn't know the answer, she can go to the next step up. And we have a big overall group for that too. So I'm going to show you where that's at. But what I want to encourage you to do is take time to go through this onboarding. This was new for me. I don't know if you can say yay, nay, if you've experienced this before, but this is what's called a Perga trail map calendar. So, what you do is you can add everything that's going on at corporate home office, trainings, lives, BCC calls. There's a lot of options, not mandatory. There's a lot of options. You can add those to your Apple Calendar or your Google Calendar. So it's easy to find the link, the time, the date, everything that's going on. Um, and then it goes into learning about the product. And I'm not going to
Celine,
dig. Yes, honey.
scroll down
Yep.
to the past the live events. There is, keep going. This learn section right here.
Mm.
I don't want to pretend that you guys all love information as much as me, but you're going to have some questions about the science and specifically about the products. And if you come down to this learn section, you'll see the second option in that list is products and Perga Science AI. You're going to find detailed sheets giving you all kinds of facts on the product. You're going to find there's a what to expect when you detox. There's info sheets on each product. Those are the sheets I was just telling you. So just like Shalene's saying, take some time to click around. You're going to discover amazing layers of information and resources.
And it's constantly changing, constantly adding new things, constantly adding new videos. They've done a really good job in our back office as we've really developed putting the recordings in our back office for us. Now, of course, me and Tasha will do the same thing. We'll go, hey, where did you find that? So you do have to get used to that. But there's a lot of information here, and I love that it's available at a fingertip. Everything's in your dashboard. You don't have to worry about that. So I want to make sure everybody knew where to find that. They knew how to download Telegram and get onto Telegram corporate, and you could get linked up to the trail map if you want to get linked up to the trail map. Now, I onboarded Janica, which Lynn and Paula and Colleen, each of you guys had a different person onboard you. But one of the things that as a sponsor I try to do is we have created a Perga Powerhouse team page on Facebook. We also have a Perga Powerhouse Messenger. Okay. So if you are not a part of the Facebook page or the Messenger, you'll probably want to be at least part of one of those. I do try to post both places, but I've been really working on trying to get content on here that we can reference, as it comes out. You always have the dashboard. That's why we tell you simple, easy, go to the dashboard. But we have things here. And the only thing two things I wanted to share with you with Telegram, and I'm going to open this up. You're going to see that our upline, who is Tracy, has a Telegram chat called Perga Elite. Okay. There's two different ones. There's Perga Elite updates only. So that means it's only outgoing. And then there's Perga Elite team chat. That's where you can ask questions. Now, I would say come to our Facebook page, come to your sponsor, come to one of us. But if we say, hey, I'm not really sure, maybe put it in our big group chat, that will be in Telegram. And then, like I said, we have our Facebook and our Messenger. So don't get overwhelmed with all of that because we're here to help you and streamline it. But I want you to know the resources are there. The other thing I'm working on, and again, I don't want to go super in depth with things on our Facebook page because they do such a good job in our dashboard providing this information. But I'm working on a welcome wagon and we're getting feedback according to like what you would like to see as you're getting started. So this kind of in your first 48 hours, what do I need to do? If you're really lost, you've never been in the industry before, you don't know where to start, course, go to your digital onboarding, but here's also a little checklist, and we're going to walk you through a few of those steps. So I don't want to overwhelm you on that, but I really want you to know that that is there and you can use that.
Well, and
Uh,
here's the
Go
thing.
ahead, babe.
You guys are gonna at some point in time bring someone on as your partner, and Shalene has all of the links listed there. And you're gonna go, oh my gosh, I joined that Telegram group, but now how do I get them to it? Just super easy. That won't be on the dashboard, but she's built all of that. So you'll have that as a resource. So I think it's invaluable. I love it.
Yeah, we love duplication because with this business, and Tasha will talk a little bit about onboarding new people or bringing people on. They've made it super simple. You don't have to know everything. You don't know how to need to know how to do everything because we have people that will support you. We're going to talk a little bit about, why you joined and what's your core reason why you're here because it's different for all of us and it's going to help you with the business moving forward. And then down here again, it's just going over making sure like your pro ship is set up where I showed you your pro ship and managing that. Okay. Second here, this is similar to what I've already talked about, so I won't go into depth. But find your welcome email, number one, download Telegram. Just remember you do the Telegram, get added to the different sections. Your sponsor can give you those links or you can get them on the Powerhouse and then our team page. And then lineage wise, so your sponsor is going to be the person that you joined under. And after your sponsor, it's going to be your upline ruby, gold, diamond, so forth. So right now, our closest would be Tasha, who is a gold. And then after
And
Tasha,
Shalene, the soon to be Ruby.
uh, after Tasha is Tracy, and Tracy's a purple diamond already.
Yeah, we have Micah. We have
Oh
Micah
yeah,
in
Micah.
between there. And we love Micah. Micah's a homesteader and she's just real people and we love Micah. So we do have Micah in between there. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Tracy's a purple diamond.
Yeah, so you'll get to meet all of those. So going forward in our business, we have two things that we do. One, we get customers. The other one, we get customer getters. And currently, right now, in the space that we're in, this beta phase, we are focused more on the customer getters because we do not open to customers for just supplements until January of 2027. And they've designed this way so that we don't run into the problem of not having enough product, people not getting their pro ships. We can beta test the products. So one of the examples I'll give on that is there's going to be slight adjustments on things as we go between now and January. So they really listen. And right now we're just looking at, customers, getters, people that want to share, experience it, and share it with others because that's what we're doing right now for sure. Um, do you want me to make you co-host and you take the slides over?
Sure. And
Okay.
and I'll just share from my computer that way
Yep.
I can, yeah, great.
Okay. Let me do that. Let me unshare. Stop share. Okay, babe, you should be able to share.
Okay, awesome. Let me do this before I do that. Um, oops, sorry.
Too many buttons.
Yeah, it's way too many buttons.
Look at all of my tabs. Paul the other day was like, Shalene, you have a lot of tabs open. Look at Tasha's tabs.
Don't judge. Don't judge. That is a reflection of a very busy brain right there. You guys, um, how many of you guys on this call have any kind of direct sales or network marketing business experience? Okay, good. So we all kind of get it, right? That this all revolves around the sale of a product. And in our past, Shalene and I have been very focused on direct sales, right? The direct sale of a product. This kind of the Perga opportunity lives in a space that's a little bit broader than that I would kind of consider a little bit more like network marketing because we launched this company and we can't even sell to customers yet. We can only be beta testers at this point, right? Just like Shalene was saying. So who are we wanting to share with right now? Someone else who's good at sharing with people, right? In the future. One of the things that has been really impressive to me since joining Perga is how dialed in they are on the system. You know what I love about this system? Um, I don't know about you guys. Anybody else love science on this call? I love science. I know Shalene does, right? Okay, good, good. Jenica does too. I have a bachelor's and I have a master's in science. Anybody else have a master's in science? Yeah, I didn't think so, but guess what? You don't have to. The system is built to support you, right? It's built so that anybody can jump in and plug in, and it's built to be very simple, right? It's really just, um, do you have your list of people that you think might love this or be great at it? Okay, so we're going to create a list. And then what are we going to do? We're going to peek and invite. And what are we going to invite them to? You guys, when we say peek and invite, what are we inviting them to? Anybody know? How many of you guys watched an overview before you joined Perga? Did you watch an overview and you got a little bit of information about the company? You saw the brand, you got introduced to the core four, you got introduced to the culture and the values of the company. And you probably met James Bradford or at the very least Tracy Peterson. The system is so simple. We're just taking our list of leads or our people that we want to share with, and then we're peeking and inviting, and then we're letting the system do the sharing for us. So we just wanted to make you aware that these overviews happen multiple times a week. Do you need to be on all of these? No, you do not. You just need to know that these are options. Micah Folsom, who's our upline, who's the homesteader in southeastern Idaho, she does a midday overview on Monday. There are two overviews on Tuesday. Mary Millward does one midday, and Tracy Peterson does one in the afternoon, evening. James Bradford is Wednesday evening. He's awesome, right? He's so good. Anyway, we wanted to share with you so that you know. And again, if you go back to what Shalene shared, if you've downloaded and plugged into the trail map, these are going to be listed for you on the calendar. You don't have to remember it. Like I would say, take a screenshot, but you don't have to. Just download the trail map and they'll show up on your calendar every single week. And then when it comes to inviting someone to listen to an overview, there is the coolest function in your back office. It's now under your profile. So even this slide is a little bit older, but if you go into your back office and click on your profile on that vertical menu bar on the left, you are going to see your Zoom link. So if you copy this link, it attaches to you. And then you can send it to someone that you want to invite to an overview. And guess what? You get a report of whether or not that person attended the overview using your link. So now you don't have to be weird or awkward. You also don't have to be weird or awkward if they don't jump on. You can just say, "Hey, what was most impressive to you about that overview?" But you'll actually see if they use your link to get on. Are you guys, is everybody with me so far on this? You get it, right? Everybody's with me so far. I'm looking for thumbs up and heads up and down. Okay, I love it. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, we want to go back to, I want to go back to something that Shalene kind of mentioned in the beginning that we think is really important. Okay. And that is you guys all, oops, I'm not sure why that did that. You guys, mm, maybe, you guys all had a reason for why you wanted to jump in and become a legacy partner with Perga. I don't know if you feel comfortable. I know you guys are just meeting me for the first time, but I don't know if you feel comfortable. Anybody comfortable sharing why you wanted to be a legacy partner, why you wanted to join Perga? I can tell you why I did, but I'm curious why you did. I bet we had some of the same reasons. I'm kind of a I'm kind of a I don't know if I would say amateur biohacker or a diehard biohacker, but I've been working on my health for decades now, decades. And so I'm constantly, what do I add to my morning drink? Oh, I need collagen in that. I need creatine in that. I need chia seeds in that. I've been building my personal biohacking for probably about 20, 25 years now. I'm in it to win it. And I spend a lot of money every single month investing in my health, right? To make sure I get all the things that I need to be healthy. So when Tracy Peterson, she's a nurse practitioner that I work with, when she introduced me to this, she knows I'm in the business. I work in the regenerative medicine space. In my day job, I'm a bioidentical hormone and peptide expert, and I consult with medical practitioners on those things. So she knew me and she knew this would resonate. And it's interesting because it was my husband who said first, I want to take those products. I really want to take those products, right? And he doesn't really know the exact number of what we're spending on our nutritional supplements every month. He doesn't need to know. We don't have to talk about it. Some things are better just kept secret. But I want you to know I'm here because I'm currently watching my mom and my dad decline at an unbelievably rapid rate. They both were lifetime exercisers. My dad used to run 5 miles a day. My mom used to walk 5 miles a day. She taught aerobics. He played in racquetball tournaments. And I'm literally watching, they can hardly get off the couch and walk to the next room right now. They're losing their cognitive function. And I'm over here saying, no way. That is not going to happen to me. I am not going down without a fight. So now you know my why I'm here. Anybody want to share why you're here?
I guess my why is a lot like yours. I'm always trying to find the next best thing that's going to make me feel better and all of that. And watching the overview, I was very intrigued with the products. And if they work as well as they're saying, it will be such an easy thing to share and help others feel better. And so that's basically me.
That's awesome, Danica. I think Tasha might have froze up. She looks a little frozen there.
I wasn't sure if it was her or me. I was
No,
realizing.
no, it was Tasha. She froze up. And,
So,
part of that, and while she's off, is we have a few like documents loaded, and that 1 minute testimonial that was really powerful for me because I had a lot of different reasons for coming in, but when I sat down and she jumped off, so I'm going to screen share because I want to share that with you guys, and it's in our oops, I was on the right one. She was on this one. So this 1 minute powerful testimonial wasn't just powerful for creating something to say to somebody. It was powerful because it helped me really dig into why I am here and what has happened in the past and what has made me help me make my decision to jump into this. Because unlike Tasha, I am not a biohacker. I am perimenopausal and having all the changes and was overwhelmed with all the information. But I also came from an industry I really loved that was falling apart, and I wanted something structured that had a future plan for it. So I would highly encourage you to write out the 1 minute testimonial.
mhm.
It has introduction, the before, the struggle, the shift, all of that, and then redo it. I think I redid it 4 or 5 times, and I'm still trying to master exactly how I want to present it, but it's super, super helpful.
It looks very helpful.
Yeah. So that one is in our team page in the files section. I gotta make sure that Tasha's not waiting in the waiting room on this Zoom. Oops. If not, it's not a big deal. Uh, participants. Nope, she's still off. Okay, now the other thing that I want to do, show you guys, let's move forward here. So, one of the things that me and Tasha talked about this morning is that an onboarding call to me should just help you get some basic information to know where to start. Okay, where do I start? What we would like to do and to help you do is to start creating a list of people that know, like, and trust you already, that you have a relationship with, that you would love to share this information with. Again, there's going to be some that are interested in coming in legacy partner time. There's other people that will want to come in customer time, and that's totally fine. We want people here that want to be here. So we always just offer up what we have, our presentation calls, and let them resonate. I'll often ask people, what did you love about the call? And everybody pulls out something different from the call. Kind of what resonates with your why is probably what pulled you in on the calls. So these are just great to kind of sit down and think about, who are the people that I know in my life that are health minded, positive attitude, they own a business, they've been in network marketing, they're in the biohacking space. I mean, I've talked to my chiropractor, I've talked to my another nurse practitioner because I have that relationship with them and I know this is an area that is of interest. So just take some time to kind of look at that and write some of those down. Um, in the typical overview that they do, there is a section in our, oh, here's Tasha. We'll let her back in. There is a section on the onboarding that is also super helpful if you like to get an idea about what to say. Now, for me personally, I don't use a lot of those scripts because I want to be personal. I want to be authentic. I want to develop the relationship. But if you're struggling on what to say, sometimes looking at the scripts can help you in that normal conversation with someone. So those are in your onboarding. You can go through those, can be super helpful. Where'd you go, Tasha? Get a belly up to the bar?
No, I think there's a storm here and I'm just talking away and all of a sudden my internet is gone.
Gone.
So I jumped back on my cell phone. Yeah, I have no internet for the moment, but I trusted you. I knew
Oh
you would
yeah.
jump in.
So I was just telling them a little bit about the section where they can kind of look at different ways to help peak and invite people to the presentation calls. These are just other ideas that they have that you can use
Can
again.
I make a Celine? And I'm sure
Go
you have
go for it.
I'm sure you've already said this because this is a hot button. I know for you, and it is for me as well. I want you to feel like you can customize those scripts, right? I never ever want anyone to feel like they need to use a script. But what I want you to use them for is if you ever feel stuck or whatever, like, no, here's an example of what you can say. Just take it and make it your own. Make it appropriate for that person. If you know that person because you work out with them at the gym, right? Then customize it. Hey, I know you and I share something in common. I found something else you might be really interested in. Are you available tomorrow night at 5 o'clock? That's it. That's it. Did you talk to them about not saying too much, Shalene?
Not really yet. I kind of did say what you said about how we feel about the scripts, that they can look at those, change those to how, but it does help your brain. I will give you guys an example as far as what Tasha was saying with the Zoom meetings. When you are talking to somebody and you've kind of piqued their interest in it, what I want to empower you guys with is just get them on an overview because they will ask you like what questions do you have? That usually would be what I would say. Well, I have questions on the products. Well, I have questions on the company or I have questions on the pay. You don't have to do that. You can just say, oh my gosh. So, what I would love to do is get you connected to one of our overviews because James or one of our amazing leaders will give you all that information. And then after it's over, we're going to come back together and we're going to go over things that you still might have questions on. So don't feel like you need to give them that information. I'll typically just ask them, "Hey, what days of the week are better for you?" And they'll tell me, "Well, Tuesday or Wednesday night." Well, wonderful. Would Tuesday at this time or Wednesday at this time work? And they'll let you know. And then I just say, awesome. Well, I'm going to send you my personalized Zoom link so that you can log in and watch it. I'll be on with you. You don't have to have your camera on if you don't want. And then we'll just circle back around afterwards and we'll talk about other questions you may have. That way, they get all the information from someone else, and you're just coming in and supporting them with anything extra.
And Shalene, can you go back to that system slide too?
Yes,
I want to
ma'am.
kind of like give you the comfort of knowing too, like you get them on an overview and someone else is going to present that information. So you don't have to worry about knowing it all, about presenting, about creating slides or anything. Like that is just off your plate. And then after they attend the presentation, like Shalene said, you're going to follow up with them and you might ask them a question like, what did you love best about that? Right? What was most interesting to you? What did you learn from that? Right? I mean, you ask them a question to kind of start a conversation, but you are not going to try to answer their questions. You're actually going to get them on a call with one of the leaders, whether it's Shalene, whether it's me, whether we get Micah, whether we engage Tracy. You don't have to know the answers. And I just want to let you off the hook, right? Like anyone can do this because someone else is going to present for you and someone else is going to answer the questions. And as part of answering the questions, they're also going to move that person forward. Does that make sense? Is everybody following with that? Okay, cool. Go ahead, Shalene. Back
Okay.
on.
Ow. What was I was gonna say one more thing on that, but now I can't. I had a brain fart. Um, okay. Oh, this is kind of the wrap up slide that we have. Your sponsor will set up a personal launch chat with most of us. We're chatting back and forth. We have our team chat, we have our Facebook chat. The biggest thing is just feeling comfortable to just jump in and get started. Um, and using your resources because we're all here to help. And I don't know about you guys, like it being in the direct sales industry. And I know Janica, Lynn, you were with Perfectly Posh, weren't you? Were you, Lynn, with Perfectly Posh? I think Colleen was too. So if you think about it, comparing it to that, typically what I would do is I would help my new team member launch their business. Okay. So what we're doing is we're helping you launch your business, but we want you to create your list. And then with that list, we want to support you with having those authentic conversations to get them connected to a presentation call because you don't have to know it all. So you can get started right away. And then we will come along and support you with anything you need, as far as sometimes just having a third party come in, like Tasha or me, to answer some questions or just edify what you've already told them will really help the conversation move forward. So you're not alone in this. We're all in this together. We're going to lean on each other. We have an amazing powerhouse team. We do a team chat on Tuesday mornings at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We just get on Zoom, we go over what's going on for the week. Monday nights is a live that is kind of important because it's done by James and the leaders and it goes over things for the week. So typically I'll recap what went on Monday night in case someone missed it. And on Tuesday, we just really talk as a group to help move our team forward. Anything else I'm missing, Tasha?
Nope, the very last slide in that
There it
deck,
is.
Monday night call, if just as a reminder. But again, if you've downloaded your trail map, it's going to show up. Um, the hardest thing is going to be remembering, almost always these calls are on meetperga.com. But if you download the trail map, you don't even have to remember where you go to get on them. It's going to say in there, and you're just going to be able to the link. One thing I would kind of end with is, and I'm going to reiterate kind of a little bit about what Shalene said, you're not alone, right? Like you have a great team. The system supports you, but we support as well. But launch is about taking action, right? So we want you to figure out what your why is. And I know I was begging you to tell me your why when my internet went out. I'm over there like nobody's going to speak up. And then I realized you're all gone. Um, which was a little awkward. So we want you to take action, even if that's just defining what your why is. We want you to make your list. Who deserves to know about this, right? Who needs the benefit of the product? Who needs the benefit of the revenue generating potential? And then launching is about taking action. So this is just our message to you that we're here to help and support when you need us.
Now, question wise, let's open it up for questions. I can stop the screen share here. And I know Paula has anybody else got their supplements? I know Janica's waiting. Lynn's gotten hers.
Did you start taking them, Lynn?
I did.
Okay.
All right. How long has it been?
2 days?
Oh, okay. You
Okay.
just started. Well,
She's gonna cut out again.
fill out your self-assessment before you started taking them.
Yes, I did.
Oh, so proud of you. That's good action. I love it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's super helpful because you will, by 30 days, if you don't, I didn't look at mine. I just put it in my notebook and left it. And by 30 days, when I printed it out and I did it again, I was amazed at how much I changed in 30 days and continue to change on just the simple core.
And I'm amazed because those of us that know you know that you are not only are you a fitness diehard, you are healthy to the core, right? I've never seen someone be so loyal to chicken breast, right?
Me and chicken breast have a
Oh my,
loyalty and vegetables.
so oh my gosh, she's so healthy. Knowing what I knew this was going to support you from the inside out, but man, was I ever excited to see dramatic changes on your self-assessment. That was really cool.
The only other thing I would say, and I have to give kudos to Paula because I think she's done an amazing job. I've watched her in this kind of avenue. Like you'll start writing down people, you'll start piquing interest. But what I want to encourage you to do, if you are on social media, is just document your own journey. Document what's happening. Paula's done a great job of just getting on and talking about what she's taking and how she's feeling. Because there are so many people out there that are feeling the same way that we are. Like, I want to show you one thing, and this is from today. And this is way off topic, but I want to empower you guys to do this because it will showing your journey, people will watch. So this morning I did a live after I asked this question. Tell me, do you struggle with food cravings? How about food noise? And this was something I'm not going to cry. This is something I never knew was such an issue for me until it was an issue for me. Like, I have to be intentional to stop and eat now because I'm not thinking about the next thing I'm going to eat because my body doesn't feel like it's so tired that it's grabbing for caffeine and grabbing for the next thing to eat. I feel satisfied. I don't like for dinner, I sit down and I eat something and I'm good with a little bit. I don't need more. I don't think, what can I have sweet next? Because my body feels drained. I feel good. So just noticing these little things that improve for you, ask other people, are you suffering from this? I had 35 conversations back and forth on this and did a short video on it. And we'll see where it goes. People will sit and watch what you're doing and then ask the questions later. So
And
even
thing, Shalene,
what,
before
babe?
that's just one thing. Before
Mhm.
I started taking core four, you were telling me your butt was kicked in the afternoon and you felt like you wanted to lay down. Like I gotta rest, right?
Right?
That's
Every day.
the person that's not the Shalene that I remember, right? So like even just documenting those simple little things like that.
Right. Well, my husband, he's a farter. It really doesn't make you fart. He just says it makes you fart. It might the first couple weeks, but you're fine. We do talk on our team page about bowel movements a lot.
Hey, it's a big deal when you're older. Not having them is a big deal.
So we welcome you to the bowel movement conversations. Danica, I expect you to join us. I don't have anything else unless you ladies have questions
Yeah.
or ways we can help you.
Yeah. Anybody have a question? Anything confusing? Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Perfect.
Very good explanations.
Okay. We're so glad you're here. We're excited for you to be on the journey with us. This is
I
going
was trying to think of what day it was. It's Wednesday. I do download the Tuesday Powerhouse calls. If you feel the want to listen to the one from yesterday, it is uploaded on the team page. It's like 30 minutes. It was pretty short this last week, but yeah, we're happy to help.
I will say, I want to protect you against the propensity to maybe get overwhelmed. We showed you that there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different overviews that happen on a scheduled basis every week. What we didn't show you was that there was also a Monday night call that happens, that there are two corporate level onboarding calls that happen every week, that there are 3 building champion calls that happen kind of midday. And here's what I want you to hear. I told you, I don't want you to get overwhelmed, but I want you to know that there's help and support. If you feel like, I need some skills work, maybe it's been a little while since I was in this industry, or maybe I'm not getting traction when I'm piquing interest. Jump on those building champion calls. They're mid morning, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And they just help you with the simple skills, right? And so don't get overwhelmed. Download the trail map and do what helps you to just move to the next place on your journey.
Yeah, because I did the science call tonight. That
Oh,
one's my favorite. That one's on Wednesday nights at 6 I'm Central Standard Time. And just super good. They went through, and you can watch the recordings in the back office on the Core 4. They went through each product and broke it down so you can understand it. And now they're going through different processes. So today we talked about mitochondria and energy and how the spirulina in our core blue and the anthocyanin and the phytocyanin, you can learn how to say them right. I don't say them right. But learned about all that today and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good." Because
hey,
it does. It makes me excited.
did you notice how careful Tracy was being when she was talking about phycocyanin? And she said, go to PubMed, Google phycocyanin and rapidly dividing cells. Do you know what she was saying?
Cancer.
Oh my, there are thousands of studies on PubMed
Yeah.
and and cancer. And I was just like, oh, come on, Tracy, just say it. But we're really,
Yep.
really careful not to make
Mhm.
claims. But yeah, really cool stuff in these products.
That's why testimonials, when we talk to each other, we'll get to the point that we're going to share each other's testimonials where you're going to be able to say to someone, "Hey, my friend Shalene works out really, really hard. This is the stuff she was had poor joints. She went on Core Red right away. She was able to squat because her hips didn't hurt and her knees aren't hurting." And you're going to use other people's testimonials to help. So it's good to get on those and listen to them.
Definitely talk about other people's bowel movements. It's
Yeah.
so much that way.
Who was that one on? We need to stop. I'm a chatter. What we were on the call and she was so funny. She was doing an unboxing and she was talking about core flow, and it's the mommy's pooping medicine is what she called it. And she did that live. Yeah, this is my mommy pooping medicine. It makes me regular every day. Okay. All right, we're done talking about poop.
Okay.
All right, I will upload this in case anybody else needs it, but we're excited to have you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks, you
Thanks
guys.
so much.
Thanks for all the info.
Have a great one. Bye-bye.
You too.